Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Samir Chibane coming at you guys live with another video for the Chibane Gang. All right, Chibane Gang, if you don't know what it is, if it's your first time on this channel, it is a unit. It is a bunch of comrades that are all charging for success, all right? All looking to better our lives in every single aspect, but of course, we gotta get to the paper first, my man, all right? We gotta get to the paper first. So what we're gonna cover today is something, by the way, if you guys have noticed, for the loyal Chibane Gang out there, for the loyal Chibane Gang that follows, that is on every single one of my lives, every single one of my YouTube videos. I appreciate you guys for liking, subscribing, and commenting always. But for the past week, I haven't really posted much because I've been in San Francisco at the Mentor Box office. It's a company that is owned by Tai Lopez and also Alex Mir, all right? Tai Lopez actually popped in randomly. It was his first time in the office. We just happened to be there consulting and working with Mentor Box. So yeah, let's just get to it, all right? This is a question that I've been getting asked a lot about e-commerce, okay? Now, there's two methods of e-commerce, okay? There is drop shipping and white labeling, all right? So what's the difference between the two? Which one is right for you? Let's find out, all right? Now, I'm just gonna put white labeling over here, and I'm gonna put drop shipping, all right? Then we're gonna go ahead, let me see if I can fix this up. So, which one is right for you? Which one makes more sense for you? Because the truth is, there is money to be made in both, all right? But, depending on your current situation, on what you're looking to do, whether it be long-term, short-term, one of these is probably gonna stick to you better, all right? White labeling is when you have an actual legit brand, all right? When you put your tag, your brand on the actual product, as opposed to drop shipping, where you're just selling things on a Shopify store and having, whenever somebody places an order on your website, then you have your manufacturer out in China from AliExpress or wherever in the hell in the world they are to ship them out to the customer, all right? Now, I have a friend that makes $3 million a month white labeling, and I also have friends that make millions of dollars in drop shipping, make way more money than we do, a lot more experience. They just like 10x the whole thing. But obviously you guys know our story. We've made well over $500,000, well over, I would say close to $1 million by now, but I'm waiting for the actual day to post it up. But besides the point, all right? White labeling and drop shipping. Well, when it comes to white labeling, it is definitely high upfront cost, okay? The reason why my writing is horrible, so don't mind that, but high upfront cost, all right? The reason why it's high upfront is because you're gonna have to order this stuff in wholesale pieces to your home, to your warehouse, wherever it is, all right? So warehouse is another, upfront cost that you need to get, or you can have it in your house, whatever, ship them out from your house, right? But when it comes to drop shipping, right, obviously it's low upfront cost because you can start up your Shopify store for as little as to $0. Literally, you get a 2-week free trial on Shopify for free. And also, you're not buying any inventory up front, right? All you're doing is focusing on the traffic to get people to your store whenever they buy something. Again, not to be repetitive, you just have the manufacturer send it out. So this one is low cost, all right? Now, it's also high risk, all right? This is low risk, okay? So the reason why this is a little bit of a higher risk is because imagine if, here, I'll tell you guys a story. This is gonna explain it better. So when I was in high school, right? Sophomore in high school, I started up a clothing brand. Now, I'll never forget, I worked through the whole summer at a summer job in my high school, cleaning gum under the desk and stuff like that. It's pretty much a janitor, cleaning up the whole high school during the summertime. All right, and I saved up a bunch of money and I had an idea to start up a clothing label. Okay, so I literally designed some stuff, and whenever I wanted to bring a design to life, the only way that the local screen printers or the manufacturers would make me the pieces that I wanted is if I ordered a minimum of 36 pieces from each design. Okay, so I would get all these designs to my house, and when I go ahead and try to sell them, usually what would happen is one design would do really well, the other one would break even, and the other one I lose money on, okay, or it wouldn't sell at all. So then I would pretty much break even, but when I was young, I would spend all my money on, like, you know, pizza, sandwiches, and stupid stuff like that. So I would actually end up being, you know, making less money than I had originally started with. So then I would try to convince my brother to, you know, invest some money, or my mom, or whatever it is, to invest some money into my business, so then I can make the next 36 pieces, and the same thing would happen again. And quite frankly, I just got to a point where I didn't know how to fix it, so I kind of gave up and quit, and I pretty much failed at it. But the reason why we were able to do a lot of money with drop shipping is because it was low cost, low risk, and we didn't have to order this stuff up front. So that's why it's high risk. All right, now the reason why my buddy Mike that we met in Vegas, if you guys follow me on my Instagram, if you don't, check out my username below. The reason why he was able to, although, you know, he went with a high upfront cost and the high risk, and he's still able to make a lot of money, is because he was 100% sure that the products that he was selling were hot at the time. Okay, he was very certain. As a matter of fact, it was pretty funny. We were actually selling similar items on our store, same exact quality. The only difference is he had a brand. Okay, so when it comes to a brand, that's usually what people want to buy into, like Nike, Adidas, you know, whatever the case is. If you have a brand, people feel more comfortable buying into the brand story and everything like that. So there's higher value when you have an actual brand in place, as opposed to when you're drop shipping, you just have a store online that, you know, sells other people's stuff. All right, now what does this mean? Okay, high upfront cost, high risk, high brand. Well, the truth is that there is also high ROI. Okay, there is high ROI in here, and as opposed to this, you're just focused on, actually, let's save that. We'll come back to that here in a second. The reason why there's high ROI in white labeling is because you're buying things at wholesale, and when you usually buy things, you know, in big quantities, they can give you a really, really good discount or wholesale price, right? So what my buddy was doing, although we were selling the exact same stuff, he was able to mark up his prices 7 times higher, and he would sell them for a lot higher than we were selling them on our store, because he had a brand, he had a brand story. He was able to, you know, really, really customize his customer experience with the packaging, the stickers, you know, the tags, etc., not to get too deep into it. And so therefore, he had high return on investment. Now, drop shipping, you can also, I'm not gonna say, definitely not gonna say low return on investment, because that's not true. You can have medium ROI, all right? Because if you think about it, although you're not ordering things at wholesale prices, if you sell a lot of quantity of a specific item from one manufacturer, you can actually develop a relationship with the manufacturer, the supplier, just like we have from multiple hot products that we've sold and we're still selling to this day. We work out a deal and say, hey, look, we're selling thousands of these pieces a month, so we need you guys to give us a discounted price. Otherwise, we're gonna go to another manufacturer. And usually they definitely wanna keep you as their customer, especially if you're doing a lot of products, and they go ahead and give you a discount. So the medium ROI is definitely holds true on this end, but it's not gonna be as high as it is here, because you're not gonna get the absolute lowest price. Now, what is the similarities between these two? Okay, what do you need to know regardless if you're doing white labeling or drop shipping? It's traffic, okay? So either way, you have to know how to drive traffic to your store. Okay, the one thing that, you know, my buddy and I, who's doing $3 million a month, and we were doing about, you know, 6 figures a month at the time, he and I, or us, we showed, you know, we realized that the best thing that we had in control was the traffic. We both knew how to drive laser targeted traffic to our store. So he was using Facebook ads, Instagram ads as well, and some Instagram influencers. So were we. And so this is what you can't really avoid from either business model. You have to know how to drive traffic to your store, because even if you have the best bikini brand, and you don't know how to drive traffic to your store, then you're not going to get any customers. If you have the best drop shipping store, or if you have an okay drop shipping store and you have some cool looking bikinis on it that you didn't brand yourself, but you're just selling them on your drop shipping store, well, the truth is that if you know how to drive traffic better to your drop shipping store, you're gonna get more customers, you're gonna generate more revenue than the person who's white labeling and has no idea how to drive traffic. So all this high upfront costs, the high risk, that's when it's gonna go ahead and take a toll on you, versus if you start off drop shipping with low cost, low risk, you settle for the medium ROI, but yet you get really good at driving the traffic. That is how you succeed. Now there's a method, okay? I'm gonna share with you guys a method, because you're probably like, well, Samir, I want to get to this high ROI. Well, here's how you do it. This is a learning lesson for us. This is what we're doing moving forward. Is in our drop shipping store, whenever we find, let's just say we're selling a bunch of stuff, and then all of a sudden we find one good one, okay? One really hot product that's doing really well for us. Well, what we're gonna go ahead and do, and what you should do as well from your drop shipping store, is just move this into a white label, okay? So let's say fidget spinners, like a couple of our buddies, they were selling fidget spinners on their dropshipping store, realized it was a really hot item. So what they did is they white labeled it, put a brand behind it, built their own store around their brand, Instagram, Facebook, the cool videos. They made some custom, they ordered some to their house, made some custom videos, and all of a sudden it became a white label brand. All right, so now they get to reap the benefits of a high ROI, but they're 100% sure that it's a hot and trending item now, right? Because it's doing really well on the dropshipping store. So if they white labeled it, or if you white label a hot dropshipping item, then you can go ahead and get the high ROIs without having to deal with a high upfront cost, high risk, and having to build a brand all beforehand. You could just go around it by building a dropshipping store. Whenever you find a hot and trending item, you white label it, and all of a sudden, you still have this on lock, right? Because obviously in order for you to find a hot and trending item, you need to be good at traffic as well. Now, once you have the white label brand built around that hot item, you can get the high ROIs by increasing the price of the items that now you're white labeling, and you still got the traffic index. So therefore you get to reap the high ROIs of white labeling by avoiding this right here, and all of a sudden you went from a drop shipper to an actual white label brand. And the best part is that when you have a brand, you can actually have a way bigger exit strategy, which means that you can actually sell that brand a lot more. If you don't want to keep building it, or somebody gives you a good offer or whatever it is, you could sell that whole brand, because then they could keep selling the items that you're white labeling. All right, as opposed to a drop shipping store, all you really have is the traffic, the email list. That's mostly what you can sell. It's getting pretty tough to sell drop shipping stores nowadays. But white labeling stores, it's like you're selling a business, all right? A legitimate business with an actual brand, actual customer, loyalty and stuff like that. So yeah, that was the video for today. I hope you guys got some value. Shebang Gang, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below from a lesson that you got from this video. And also, if you want to learn more about drop shipping, e-commerce in general, we're sharing the story, or actually we put together a free training showing you guys exactly how we went from doing door-to-door sales to clocking in over $500,000 in drop shipping, all with this method right here. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Again, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment below. Make sure you join the Shebang Gang by smashing that subscribe button. All right, peace.